Attention passionate Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, buckle up because what we're about to discuss could be one of the most pivotal moves of this NFL season for the Seahawks. Rumors are swirling around one of the most dynamic safeties in the league right now, Antoine Winfield Jr. from Tampa Bay. And no, this isn't just some idle speculation. This is a story that is gaining serious momentum, and the implications could be huge, especially for Seattle's championship ambitions. Imagine bringing in a player like Winfield, a guy who's been nothing short of spectacular in recent seasons. This move could redefine the Seahawks' secondary, making them a true force to be reckoned with in the NFC. Let's start by setting the scene. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, sitting at 2-3, are in a bit of a crossroads. They've had some struggles on the offensive line, allowing a whopping 29 sacks so far this season. That's a clear indication that they need to focus on protecting Baker Mayfield better, and with their current cap situation, they're looking at some tough decisions. They have about $13 million in cap space, which isn't a lot in NFL terms, especially when trying to rebuild a roster for a playoff push. And that's where the rumors of Antoine Winfield Jr. come into play. The Bucs are apparently willing to move him in a strategic transition, aiming to rebuild with youth and draft picks, particularly focusing on their offensive line to shore up those sacks allowed. Now, why would the Seahawks be interested in Winfield Jr.? Well, for starters, he's a game changer, a true playmaker in the secondary. Since being drafted in 2020 out of Minnesota, Winfield has established himself as one of the top safeties in the league. He's been a key part of Tampa Bay's defense, especially in 2024, where he's dominated statistically. We're talking about 122 tackles, which puts him among the top safeties in the NFL and leading the league with 6 interceptions. That's right, 6 INTs so far this season, making him not just a strong run defender but also a ball hawk. His EPA per snap, which measures his impact on the field, is an elite +0.18, and his PFF grade is an impressive 97, ranking him as one of the best safeties in the league right now. His coverage rating sits at 78.5, placing him comfortably among the top 3 safeties in terms of coverage efficiency. What makes Winfield Jr. so valuable is his versatility and high football IQ. His YAC allowed per tackle is only 2 yards, meaning he's excellent at limiting yards after the catch, a crucial trait in today's pass-heavy NFL. Plus, his missed tackle percentage is just around 4%, which is outstanding, placing him among the top 2 safeties in that category. His career stats include 450 tackles and 12 interceptions, along with forced fumbles, showing he's a player who can make game-changing plays on any given Sunday. In 2025, he's continued to impress, with 30 solo tackles, 2 more interceptions, and a run defense grade of 85.0, which is top tier. For example, in Week 4 against the Falcons, he had 8 tackles, an interception, and a +0.20 EPA per play, highlighting his consistency and impact. Now, considering his overall skill set, Winfield Jr. can be compared to some of the best safeties in recent years, like Minkah Fitzpatrick at his peak with the Steelers in 2019, especially in terms of deep coverage and ball disruption. His ability to erase deep threats and make plays in coverage, combined with his run support, makes him a perfect fit for the Seahawks, especially as they look to shore up their secondary, which has faced some recent hurdles. The Seahawks, currently sitting at 4-2, are in a good position, but their secondary has had its share of challenges. With Witherspoon battling knee injuries, Woolen dealing with concussion issues, and Love hampered by a hamstring injury that might keep him out for Week 7, adding a player like Winfield Jr. could be the boost they need to elevate their pass defense into the top 5 in the league. And let's not forget how he fits into Seattle's defensive scheme. With Quandre Diggs already anchoring the safety position, Winfield Jr. alongside him would create a formidable duo, increasing the secondary's ability to shut down top offenses. The numbers support this idea. Projections suggest Winfield could add around 8 interceptions this season if he joins the Seahawks, which would significantly reduce the yards allowed through the air, bringing it down to around 170 yards per game. His coverage efficiency would see an increase of about 20%, and the secondary's PFF grade could jump from 82.4 to over 88, making Seattle's defense one of the most feared in the league. In terms of matchups, Winfield's presence would be particularly impactful against teams like the 49ers, who rely heavily on their aerial attack. His ball skills and ability to read plays would give the Seahawks an advantage in those critical NFC West battles. Plus, his knack for creating turnovers, with an average of 9 turnovers per season, can be a game changer, especially in playoff situations where every possession counts. If Seattle manages to secure Winfield, they could see their odds of winning the Super Bowl drop significantly, from plus 4,000 to plus 2,000, and their NFC Championship odds improve from plus 250 to even more favorable numbers. Of course, there's always some risk involved. The Buccaneers, with their current rebuild, might be cautious about trading away such a valuable player and risk weakening their defense further, which has already seen a 12% decrease in EPA per pass allowed after they decided to move on from Winfield. But for Seattle, the potential upside is enormous. They're already on an upward trajectory, and adding a player like Winfield Jr. could be the final piece to push them into that elite category. Remember, the Seahawks have been building a strong team, with Geno Smith leading the offense and Walker Jr. showing flashes of brilliance early in the season. The secondary's improved performance, especially with Winfield's projected addition, could support Geno by providing a more aggressive pass rush and better coverage, allowing them to extend drives and control the game clock. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this move isn't just about one player. It's about a strategic shift for the Seahawks. They've been aggressive in recent drafts and free agency, and bringing in Winfield Jr. would be a statement that they're ready to contend seriously for a Super Bowl sooner rather than later. It's also a message to the NFC. The Seahawks aren't just content to be contenders, they want to dominate. So, what's next? Well, the NFL rumors are heating up, and with the trade deadline approaching, all signs point to this being a real possibility. The Seahawks are known for their shrewd moves, and if they seal the deal for Winfield, it could be a game changer, not just for this season but for the future of the franchise. Imagine a secondary with Quandre Diggs and Antoine Winfield Jr., both elite safeties who can cover it all: deep, intermediate, run support, and creating turnovers. That kind of talent doesn't come around every day, and Seattle's brass knows it. They're seizing the moment, aiming for that elusive Super Bowl title, and this move could be the piece that finally puts them over the top. And of course, as fans, we love to dream about what's possible. Seattle's defense, already solid, could become downright terrifying with Winfield, transforming into a top 5 pass defense, which would give Geno Smith and the offense even more confidence to push for high-scoring games. The overall team chemistry and roster depth would improve, allowing the Seahawks to handle injuries better and stay competitive deep into the playoffs. It's the kind of upgrade that can turn a good team into a great one, especially when it comes to playoff football, where every detail matters. In conclusion, folks, this potential trade of Antoine Winfield Jr. from Tampa Bay to Seattle isn't just a rumor, it's a signal of serious intent from the Seahawks. They're playing the long game, looking to solidify their defense against the best defenses in the league, and setting themselves up for a deep postseason run. The division rivals, like the 49ers and Rams, better watch out because Seattle's defense could soon be a nightmare for any quarterback. Winfield's addition could be the catalyst that propels this team into the elite tier, giving them the edge they need to compete for another Super Bowl victory. It's an exciting time for Seahawks fans, and the coming weeks will be crucial in seeing if this move materializes. Stay tuned because this story is far from over, and we'll be here every step of the way to give you the latest updates, insights, and analysis. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seattle Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news.